Hey everyone, and welcome to the Nights of the Drunk Watch. We just finished watching Westworld Season 3, Episode 5.
Yes.
Titled Genre. I'm Zach.
I'm Andrew.
No.
I'm Kate.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Crystal.
And I'm Travis.
We are the Nights of the Drunk Watch. And
now our talk begins.
Start off with finding a little bit more about, like, I don't know, I'm going to call him Sazerac every time. Sirach's Drunk Watch is fine. Sazerac's background. So we get, like, more of his Paris is Burning background.
Yes, Paris is burning.
I just have to say I was completely lost this episode. Like, it seemed like it'd be very straightforward, but they started explaining things, and I'm just like, wait, what? Huh?
Halfway
What?
through, he was like, I'm lost. Like, he was just gone. He left.
That's pretty much how this episode went. I mean, it felt like it was Sirach's origin story.
yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
And Rehoboam's
Telling to someone.
origin story.
Yeah.
Episode made jumps in, like, not continuity, but it made jumps in the plot that you were supposed to follow, and it was just like, what? Your brother did, and you did that because of what? What? No, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost it about the time when Sirach's brother was put into, like, the institution. or
Right.
the place.
Sirach is the one that's saying his brother is crazy. No one else has
Yes.
said that his
he's
brother's crazy. Sirach is saying that.
Yeah.
So we're only hearing that from one perspective. I'm curious to know, eventually, do we hear what the brother was planning? Like, what the brother's plan was to kill Dempsey.
Mm-hmm.
How would that have played out? Because Sirach killed Dempsey in the end already.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think the difference is that Sirach did it in a way where he could blame something else, whereas his brother would have just gone nuts and shot him. Or at least that's what Sirach is making us believe.
right.
Or maybe Sirach is the crazy one, and he locked up his brother who's sane.
Caleb's drug trip, it was a couple of different filters. Like, it was kind of neat, but like the biggest drug trip about it was Aaron Paul's face, because of his acting. It wasn't really anything else. The high speed chase was super underwhelming. I swear those vehicles didn't top 40 miles per hour. I just like,
They were at 98%
I don't know.
acceleration, Thomas.
I don't know. I couldn't buy into a couple of things in this.
No, because me and Zach were watching this too, and that's exactly what Zach was saying. He was like,
Going very
these
fast.
cars are going really slow.
Right? But
Like,
also, like, it felt, and especially because we always watch the next time on, and then the reality of the fakeness or whatever the
Right.
is. And they were like this epic car scene. I was like, that first part was almost comical in that, like, you get this film noir thing. He's on drugs. We love Aaron Paul on drugs.
I love the film noir part.
It was just one of those things of, like, it was just like, here's a song you're familiar with a certain scene, and so we get like film noir, and then we get a chase scene with the da 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 da,
yeah.
and then
Right
we
on
get
the
the whatever the romantic scene was, where it was just like glitter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's
and that like an 80s song that's like slow-mo always, like they're running to each other.
I'd ask the drug dealer for my money back after I take a dose of genre. I'd be like, that's a fucking Instagram feature and a Spotify playlist put together. Like,
Yeah.
no.
They played The Shining, but they were walking on a beach. The fuck?
And I thought his trip was over. It was supposed to go all horror. And I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like this episode was trying to be too smart, or trying to be smarter than it was. I don't know. I missed something. I don't fucking know.
or maybe it was too smart and you're not as smart as you thought you were.
If that's what happened.
We get Dolores's job in action, like her plan in action. We start to see Collins, and then he just like kamikazes himself basically and takes people out.
Mm-hmm.
And we also find out that Bernard is important.
He should be, though, shouldn't he? Wasn't he supposed to be made to be Arnold 2.0? So it would make sense. I mean, he is the mastermind behind Westworld. Why wouldn't he have some kind of
and Colin's also
clout.
making up this name. I'm not sure it is, but he's dead now, so it doesn't matter. But
Yeah, Martin Collin.
Yeah, he tells him you're the one we can't copy because everybody else is Dolores is all the
exactly.
way.
Yeah,
he's the only one who's different.
But I got a feeling that maybe Dolores has Bernard here as a scapegoat. I feel like Dolores is an agent of chaos. Like she is a catalyst twice that just causes all this chaos. And I think it's almost like
care? Why does she care to destroy something like Rehoboam?
I think she's just a reset button. She's just there to reset the system for it to recalibrate itself.
Or this could be a continuation of like the maze where she can't achieve like true self-awareness if everything else around her is controlled.
Is a lie.
She has to get to like, if everything else is a lie, then she's never going to find out the truth about herself. You know, if everything is being controlled and there is no self-will, then her having self-will doesn't mean anything. How we feel about everyone getting their files? Is this a good plan on Dolores's part?
I think it just causes chaos. And I think
which is what she's there for.
Flip a coin, you're going to have every opinion on the issue.
No, I absolutely agree. Bernard is being positioned like, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if we can stop her. You're not meant to know. You need to be there when the time is right for, Dolores to go, now here you are.
Yeah, right. You have a role to play.
And meanwhile, he's continuously trying to fight off, Dolores Martin Connell, it's kind of like, why are you going to do this?
Who hated this episode? So drink for Robo Death.
What you're saying is Dolores is Daenerys and Bernard is Bran.
God damn it.
No. The last thing I want to talk about, and I think they're doing the whole Caleb thing very well of like, we were like, he's definitely a robot. And now we're like, maybe the twist is that he's not a robot. And now I feel it's very solidly like, it could go either way.
Yeah.
But the big thing we get this episode is he sees Dolores just take a bunch of bullets.
I went down a garden path on him being a robot. He's a human, but I think what this implant or maybe Rehoboam can do is Caleb, I think, was a very different person until they fucked with his brain.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we were seeing flashes of. And we're eventually going to get that whole backstory of that. I think he was some badass.
Well, and their memories, just like Maeve and Dolores will have these flashes of memory.
Yeah,
that's very, very similar.
But we don't have the full story yet.
No.
But we get at their conversation at the very end where like she's like, maybe not everyone wanted to know their files or whatever, but there it is. And he was like, well, I always wanted to know. I guess I'm a different type of person. And she's like, me too. So now they're like, you could be a robot again. They're just like toying with us.
We are the Knights of the Drunk Watch. And
now
our
talk
has ended.
Good night, everybody.
We just gotta go slow.
Bye.